And welcome back to the Movie Pope podcast. And today we are doing a reaction to the trailer for Argyle. Now we understand that this was a trailer that came out several months ago, and we're just getting around to it. But I mean, it is early 2024, and it's kind of slim pickings when it comes to trailers. But we're going to go ahead and do a reaction because it's a movie that's set to come out sometime in February. I think it comes out like the first week of February. So we'll go ahead and just do that. But before we dive in, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know down in the comments what you think, if you agree with our assessment. And if there are any other trailers or movies you'd like us to do a reaction to or review, please let us know in the comments below. That lets us know that you're engaging with us, and we do check out comments and we do respond. So without further ado, here is the trailer for Argyle.
I certainly hope you dance as well as you dress.
There's only one way to find out.
So does he have a mustache, or do you think it's CGI'd off?
Looks CGI'd.
We're not so different, Agent Argylle.
Little help? Hold on.
Oh, that was
phenomenal, sweetie. But
interesting.
what happens next?
It's called a cliffhanger, Mother.
Ellie, it's called a cop-out.
Whoa! Hey! There's a cat in there! Oh my god, you're Ellie friggin' Conway.
Author of Argylle series, Ellie Conway!
I am such a fan!
Oh, yeah? What is it you do?
Espionage.
Would you sign my book?
Here we go. I love this book! Come on.
Save the cat.
Who are these people?
Real life spies.
Why would they care about me?
Because you're a goddamn fortune teller, Ellie. What you wrote in your new book actually happened, and you kicked a hornet's nest you didn't even know existed.
I'm in some really big trouble, Mom.
Oh, so now you're experimenting with drugs.
I want all assets on them now. I need her to write the next chapter.
God, I hate that cat.
All the colors.
It's time for you to meet the real Agent Argylle.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I do really like Sam Rockwell, so that'll be a plus.
Well, I was gonna say, it kind of reminds me of a certain movie called Stranger Than Fiction,
Yes,
which
that's exactly what I was thinking.
yeah, except it's instead of Will Ferrell, it's Henry Cavill, and
Yes.
and we mentioned this yesterday too when we were on our way to the Korean restaurant. It just seemed does it seem kind of odd that Henry Cavill has an affinity for spy movies? Like, is he advertising anything like trying to be the next lead in a certain spy franchise?
I mean, certainly, I think he has the credentials for it, that's for sure, because as I think he, did a fantastic job in the Mission Impossible. So, but yeah, like it's interesting to see. Like, it definitely has that, and obviously, I got Kingsman vibes from it, and then when I saw it was from the director that did Kingsman, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, because I think it had both. I saw it had Samuel L. Jackson, and it had the what was the actress that was also in the Kingsman? The one that was in that what the heck's her name? The one that was also in the Mummy.
Sophia Botella.
Yes, yeah, right. She was in that. I believe I saw her, unless I'm going crazy. So
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
edit this out if I'm totally off my rocker. But she was also in the Kingsman. So like I said, kind of interesting to see. I mean, directors do like to do that with the actors and actresses that they like, right? So like, hey, if I like them, then I'll kind of use them again. Just kind of interesting that it's in a very similar premise to. It's like kind of like almost like Inception vibes. It's like, okay, I gotta write. I'm going to direct a movie about being a spy, and then now I'm directing a movie about a writer who's writing about being a spy. Very kind of interesting the direction that we're taking that stuff. But I mean, it looks interesting. But as I said, I think we talked about this a little bit. I wasn't a huge fan of the Kingsman, so I don't really know how to look at this. I mean, it looks like it's going to have like a lot of the same elements. I don't know. I'll be curious to see what they do with it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I mean, from the premise, it looks like Bryce Dallas Howard is writing all these spy novels, and she just assumed, oh, I made up this guy named Argylle, and then she comes to find out, oh shit, Argylle is actually a real person. I didn't make him up. He's standing right in front of me. If the trailer's anything to go by. But I will say, I mean, the vibe that I'm getting here is it's more comedy than dramatic, because I mean Kingsman's definitely more dramatic. It's more of like, I guess you could say it's like more of the darker side, whereas Argylle's more like lighthearted. I mean, it's still action adventure, but still lighthearted. I mean, do you? Are you getting a vibe that they're trying to turn this into a huge franchise like they did with Kingsman?
I mean, it definitely looks like they're going for that direction. I don't, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the Kingsman, so I don't know. I'm not going to speculate to how much fanfare that has. I do believe it received generally well reception. But as for me, I mean, it just kind of looks like a, kind of an interesting twist, like you said, a more humorous twist on something that was more dramatic in previous iterations. So, I think that'll kind of, give people that are just interested in the comedy, will give them something more interesting to be able to follow if people are interested in this, which I'm sure, like I said, it has a good cast. Like I said, I think people will definitely have some interest in this. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it looks like they're trying to lay the foundations for a franchise. That's what it seems like to me. Because I mean, Henry Cavill is no longer on The Witcher. He's been replaced by Liam Hemsworth. So the guy's got to do something if they're offering him the lead in a new spy franchise. I imagine he would take it. Because even if he can't get Bond, I mean, this will probably be the closest he can get to being the lead in the spy franchise. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, this doesn't look like a franchise to me, but that's just my own. That's my own opinion. So
well, think about it.
It's just a comedy. It's just a comedy thing.
Well,
but like I said, if you see franchises, then more power to you.
Well, think about it. I mean, how often do we read in the news that a series that hasn't aired yet has already been renewed for a second season?
Of course. Like I'm not saying it can't, but I'm just saying it does not look like a franchise to me. I mean, it definitely could be. I mean,
but that's your opinion.
Franchises.
I mean, but that's your opinion though, because I mean, with the way production runs these days, I mean, people are already saying, yeah, this this is a franchise when they haven't even put out the first trailer. So,
of course,
I'm gonna go out and say that's the case.
Well, yeah, it could absolutely be one. So it just, like I said, for me, I don't really, like I said, I don't really get the vibe. It kind of feels like, kind of like a one-off thing that, the director kind of has a franchise with the Kingsman, and this kind of gives them something else to kind of go off. That's just how I just personally view it.
I mean, unless they decide that this is set in the same universe as Kingsman,
Yeah, that definitely could be a total possibility. It might be a sequel we don't even know about. So,
all right, well, that's gonna do it. Let us know in the comments below if you think this could be the beginnings of a new franchise or if it's a one-off situation. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.